All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bag of Churros Boom Beach, season 24. Um, Been going all right, a little up and down, mostly up. We're level 13. We just got there actually, and I want to show you guys sort of what we're doing. Okay, so if you guys have watched my videos before, you know that I like to kind of go minimalist and really build strategically to get a nice base going as we go forward. So this season I did something a little bit risky, which is I went here just because both things were available at the sign at the sign at the same time. We have our rocket launchers and our damage amp, which is the perfect way to use them. And in fact, this damage amp is actually amping up our hot pot. So there was a couple. So if you saw my previous video, it was a struggle. We were dancing around 10, 11, and it was hard to move up. What happened was the boom cannons helped a lot, and then what really put us over, oddly, I think, were the mines. The mines have really leveled us up and allowed us to do a really good job. So I want to show you guys how this base works. So it's pretty minimalist. You're gonna go up against some tough peeps, but let's see sort of how this thing goes. So we're about 7-3, 6-3, something like that. We have a draw. Always weird to kind of count those, but let's start here. Let's see. We were above 3 minutes. So our attack's pretty straightforward. It's a heavy rush. Heavy rush with barrage. Figure out where you want a barrage, which is usually the furthest. Okay, so you guys see how that works. Let's take a look at another one. Let's for now focus on the victories, okay? So this Dracula one, let's talk about it, okay? So I actually don't even remember what I did here, but this is a good lesson for you guys. Actually, I just remembered what happened here. So you could see what he wants. He wants you to walk through this gauntlet, right? He wants you to drop right here and then go up, and this is essentially bait. He's saying, hey, come on, check this out. Go for this engine. It's so close, right? But of course, he's stacked. So we just got to be smart. With our barrage, we basically barrage that one because it's the hardest to get to. And we're going to walk the other three with our heavies. So let's see how that goes. Masterful attack, if I do say so myself. I mean, we were over 3 minutes on that one, right? Oh, I guess not. So let's see how we did against Matt. Way over 3 minutes, 3:10. So here, I don't know how this guy was so high level. It's a pretty measly little base. Again, I don't remember what I did here. Because it's such a minimal base, it kind of didn't matter. You could have gone 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, and barrage the other. This was really an easy base. So I'm looking at. You just gotta be smart about your attack. Like I said, I don't know how that guy was that high a level. Maybe he's not that high. I don't know. So let me show you a couple more. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't actually remember this one. Oh, this one we won by 1 second. So let's check it out. So here's what's tough. His base was pretty spread out. I don't remember if I attacked the bottom or the top here. So let's just watch it. Definitely heavy rushed. Okay, I remember what I did. Because I was indecisive about which way to go, ended up going both ways, which is kind of like a big no-no. But getting from this one to these two is very difficult. But likewise, going for this one and then these two is very difficult, especially because of the way he set up his defense. So I dropped, I believe, 5, yeah, I dropped 5 boats here and 3 boats to go this way. Now, that cost us some time. See exactly what happened there, right? And why we had to split our troops, because all the troops that went up and around didn't make it, and in fact we almost lost this one. So you could see why the split was necessary. I mean, you could argue that if we had put all our troops on one side, maybe we would have made it, but maybe not. Okay, I'll show you one more. This is the one we just did. Again, over 3 minutes. Same thing here, okay? So, you know, look, I get it. I know what everybody's trying to do. These type of bases, this is borderline cluster. I mean, I would actually call it a cluster. But the challenge is he probably hasn't upgraded his defenses, his building defense. So what's going to happen, or what I did, is I kind of want to stay away from all this nonsense in the middle. Like, who's gonna walk that gauntlet? I mean, that's what he wants you to do, but of course that's not what you're going to do, right? So we jumped over here in a safe spot, and then sort of heavy rushed 1, 2, 3, and barraged the bottom. And it was actually pretty straightforward. So, you know, we didn't even have to flare to the top. So we actually did pretty well. Now, that's half the story, right? The other half of the story is how good is your base. Honestly, this base isn't the best. I mean, you're going to go against much tougher bases, but it's good enough and it's smart enough. And I think that people underestimate it. So I would recommend this to help you out because it's a sneaky base. Like, it doesn't look like there's a lot, but this damage app plus rocket launcher combination plus those mines, and these very strategically placed. You'll see what happens if you saw my last video. When people drop, they always go here because this guy pulls them left. Even if you flare, like say up here, they're still going to come back and try to get this guy. And once they have that guy, they're going to want to go to this guy, so it really distracts them. So let's watch a couple of defenses so you guys can see sort of how it worked. Let's just pick a big T, I guess. Enemy replay. Okay, you can see this guy drop 4 boats of heavies and 3 and 3, and he's probably going to follow up with 1 and 1. That was a weird flare because they're already going there. So I don't know that if he knew that, but he should have just let him go because that was a waste of GBE. There you go. So he's trying to clear out the left side. Again, he wasted that GBE, and he's hoping now these guys are going to go up, which they probably will. But now, and this is actually a smart attack because what's going to happen is this little group of guys is going to have to go through this gauntlet. But that's okay because he's going to nullify the effect of these mines because he's got those critters. Here what you can see is our rocket launchers are already starting to grill. Here at the bottom, and he's looking really good. Okay, but you see, the reason he failed, I think, in that he was a little bit slow, was he split his troops. So now he's relying on these guys, which is a pretty good group. He's got a lot of Zookas there. Got a little mine hidden there, by the way. You should do that. And then these troops is a lot of good troops, but too far away from the action. So you see what happened there. That was a good attack. That was a good attack, Big T. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I think you're going to win most of your battles, but you know, against us and that heavy rush, just wasn't enough. Now let's watch one more. Our little Asian brother here got 242. Let's see how that went. Okay, this seems to be the preferred attack. Everybody's dropping 4 heavies, 4 Zookas at the same time, and sort of free clearing. I do think free clearing is the way to go, long term. But right now, the heavy rush seems to get better results, until we D-up. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. See, even if you drop on the left, some of your troops still go to the right. So in this case, it's only 2 heavies, but still better than nothing. And if you drop on the right, then they're going to split to the left. So it's stop it there. Okay, so what I'm going to do in the future, not right away, but you can see these Zookas always line up right around this black line. So if we just load it up with a ton of mines, like literally right there, I mean, we would take out half his Zookas. That's one thing that we're going to do in the future. It's not our next step, but it's something that we're thinking about doing. So here, troops are split. Going to get him a decent time, but he has to fight on multiple fronts at the same time, which is going to cost him time. See those rocket launchers grilling him? So almost all his troops are gone. That he was close to not even finishing the base. So there you go, guys. I don't have enough troops to show you a live battle, and that's a little, you know, sometimes I go into battle with less than a full stack, but I don't think in this case it's gonna work out, especially because we just got to level 13. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video and learned something. Again, this is not the base for everybody. We're having a little bit of fun this season, kind of going against the grain. Trying something different so that our base, you know, at least shocks people when they get to it, and hopefully that propels us further. We're already level 13. We've got 17 days to go. If you want to see the tech tree, here it is. It's pretty standard stuff in the beginning. You want some close quarters defense, max Zookas. Don't max this all the way because really don't even use it that much. Definitely want to max the heavies, and if you have barrage, you're going to want max gunboat. You want mines. Absolutely 100% want mines. A lot of people are maxing critters. I don't think that's a good investment long term. We're at tick 4 and tick 4 on barrage, and barrage is closely defense brother rocket launchers. Maxed on health, of course, you always want to max those. Here we went to 4. Tick 3, so we got 4 total builds. We want to get this, but that's going to be costly. So our next move is going to be to get down here. This is really, I think, going to propel us to level 14 or 15, maybe even 16. But we'll get there soon enough, guys. It's a long season. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. See ya.